So, hello everyone. I hope stream is working fine. You can hear me and music is fine. So what I will be trying now is something a little bit different. As you know, warriors don't get any instant attack that they can use as long as they have the rage until they are level 40 in classic, but then they get mortal strike or bloodthirst as you wish. But until then, they don't really have anything. They have just overpower, and it procs really rarely, obviously, as normally you would have a weapon that does 3 seconds and 60, and it's kind of gets boring to play like that, at least for me. I mean, it's fine, but so I wanted to try something out, as in I wanted to do this, that I get this talent here, overpower, 50% increase on it, but at the same time, I'm using Dual-Wielding. I know it sounds counterproductive and doesn't really look like something, but the idea is here, rather than having a weapon that is 360, you have two weapons, especially a fast offhand. I used to have even a faster one, but now this is what I got. And you basically attack 4 times more, you swing 4 times more, so in theory, overpower also procs 4 times more. So now I will test kind of how would that go, if it would be more fun at least. And well, let's see how much of a damage it does, how often it procs. As you see, it's already procced one. I'm not saying this will be an optimum way, it's the fastest way, no way at all, but the idea is perhaps it's good enough that it's not too slow, but it's more fun in general, because now you have one more ability you can use, which costs only 5 rage, and you can just go on with it. Well, let's see some extra bonus here. I have reset the damage meter here, so we will see at the end. I will try to get like 50k damage done, and we will see how effective is this spec. As you probably guessed, it's with this spec you don't get to hit so hard with overpower, of course, because you have a fast weapon, but the proc rate is hopefully much higher, and it brings out more fun, at least for me, more active gameplay compared to classical arms 200 leveling. One thing to notice is that I am 36 level and these mobs are 35, 34. So normally overpower would proc a little bit more, but it's really not a big deal, I think. At least I hope so. I have this low level healing potions here. They don't really heal much, but I just use them kind of like a bandage. Also, if anyone has a character in these levels but use a two-hander, but hopefully not something too overpowered, I just have these level 32 greens with me, and if they could compare with at least a DPS here as the killing speed, it would be really great if you could just comment on the down below. So while eating something, I will just show the gear to have an idea. It's really simple gear. There is no crazy epics or boosted items. It's just a really normal character that I leveled mostly by normal questing and everything. So there is nothing crazy going on. Well, it's definitely luck based, but the frequency of that lucky dodge is the what matters. I mean, of course, it's a big difference if it's a main hand dodge or an offhand dodge, because my offhand does 7 damage sometimes or 20 damage, and if that is dodged, then for every 7 or 20 damage I lose, I end up hitting 200 plus the deep wounds. And of course, if it's a heroic strike that I get dodged, then it's not really that helpful, obviously. So let's go one more mob and see how it's going in a damage matter. My aim is to get 50k damage done to have a little bit more averaged out statistics. So let's craft some bandages, and meanwhile we can check this. Currently it's about 9.5% of the damage done, which is not bad, but again, as I said, if anyone has a two-hander using and if they can compare it, it would be of course better. But out of 311 strikes, it's popped 16 times, which is not bad. So let's continue a little bit more. So at least perhaps you had some feel of the gameplay in this way, that it's, at least for me, procs a little bit more, and it's more fun than just wait almost 4 seconds and just one heroic strike, then wait another minute 36 right now. I actually have, as you probably noticed, Whirlwind, which makes it at least a little bit more fun. But you can play in this way from level basically 21 on. Or you can do whatever everyone else is doing and just get boosted, but I think it kind of diminishes the value of the character in a way. I mean, it's just my opinion, but when you put a lot of effort on the character leveling it, you end up getting more bonded to your character. This is something we all know for sure. I mean, if you ever played in private servers, in any private server that had instant maximum level option, those those are the ones that die really fast because you're not really bonded with your character and you don't feel that much connection. You don't play the game as much, or you just start a new one and again and again. Hopefully I won't get ganked, but nowadays no one really levels here, so it shouldn't be a big problem, especially this time of the day. So we're almost there. I'm a little bit unlucky because it's for the last 2 or 3 mobs. The overpower procs in the last moment that I cannot use it anymore. Or I missed overpower, which is even worse, but it makes it more, let's say, realistic. Because of course same things will happen when you are using a 202. I don't really remember if the level difference affects also dodge as it affects hits, but I think it shouldn't, but we will see. I mean, these are little differences, it shouldn't matter that much. Of course, obviously I'm not running a simulator with 1 million damage done, so let's just kill one more and then see. So let's see. It's actually a little bit lower than I expected because I have run this test several times and I've been playing like this for last 15 levels basically. I generally had about 12%, but it's better to have a negative than very negative results, so we know it's at least like this. So you get 9% of your damage, and the other experiments were about 12, 11, so let's say on average total 10% of your damage done by overpowers. And of course it gives you some extra deep wound because it crits all the time, so it's safe to say it's more than 10% of your damage done as an overpower. So idea is, I think it's, at least for me, a more fun way to play the character, more engaging, more reactive, but it's not as gimping as you would think, because obviously overpower is designed for a big heavy two-hander that hits a lot. But the way, as I mentioned, because you hit about, I think, 9 times more, you swing 9 times more, you have a chance to proc overpower 9 times more, and if it's proc from your offhand, which already hits so little, you just lose like 20 damage because it's dodged, but you end up answering with 200 damage, 250 damage or whatever. As you can see, the average damages here. So yeah, that's one way to play it. If you want more reaction and action in your gameplay as a warrior and you are leveling it the old school way, you may want to try this one. If you are with me at the end until now, thank you for watching, and I will have more perhaps meaningful and more interesting streams later on, especially when the Burning Crusade hits on. So thanks for watching if you were with me, and see you later.